What's going on, guys? Got something else special for you today. We're gonna look at one of my first higher end guitars, even though it's not higher end at all. It is I don't know if you can see it, lighting sucks, I'll show you a little bit better in a minute. My Epiphone Les Paul Standard. Epiphone Les Paul Standard. Believe it or not, I love this guitar. I will never sell this guitar, even though it only cost me about $450-ish. Um, I have the Big Brother, which we did the review on earlier. The difference in the two is vast. The body shape is pretty much the same. The neck profile on the Epiphone on the left is a little bit thinner. Believe it or not, I think it's easier to play the Epi than the Les Paul. The traditional Pro has, I believe, it's a 60s neck, so it's a thick, chunky handful of a neck. The Epi's got a nice, thin neck. I think the Epi sounds or feels better to me. I switched out the pickups in the Epiphone, so it doesn't have that crappy set that it came with. We'll have a close up in a minute, but I put a set of EMGs in there, so it's hot active pickups. The burst buckers in the Gibson model are stock, not as hot, not as much sustain, just a different tone. So it all depends on what I'm going for in the time. The body on the Epi is chambered, so it's significantly lighter than the Gibson. I like both. Like I said, it depends on the day. It changes the tone slightly. The Gibson's going to have a more woodier tone, and the Epiphone is going to be a little bit more bassy, a little bit more low end, but it's primarily feel. I mean, the sound that the EMGs puts out, is pretty standard. You can probably throw them in any guitar and it'll sound exactly the same. So let's zoom in and see what we have here. We got your standard rhythm treble switch, three-way toggle. Rhythm is the neck, treble is the bridge, and the middle position is the two of them together. The EMG pickups, I got the Zach Wild set. I was looking for the Kirk Hammett set, however, they were out of stock, and I am extremely impatient, so I just picked these up. Being the same pickups, it's a slightly different wiring configuration, but honestly, I don't even know what the difference is. I looked it up when I first got them, and it was very insignificant, so I didn't even worry about it. We got an 81 in the bridge and an 85 in the neck. Love them to death. Any metalhead should have a set of EMGs in one of their guitars. It all depends on what kind of rig you're running through. They're extremely hot, so you can back off the gain on your amp. But I highly recommend a set of EMGs for everybody. Standard Les Paul-ish bridge. I don't know exactly who made this bridge, but it is still in pretty decent shape. It's a little dirty right now, but in decent shape. I bought this guitar 2007, 2008, so we're a good 6-7 years old at this point. Everything on this guitar works. Everything on this guitar still looks great. There's no cracks, there's no dings, there's no dents, there's no electronics breaking down, there's no finish problems, nothing. On the knobs, we have a volume for the neck, volume for the bridge, tone for the neck, tone for the bridge, standard in every Les Paul, unless it's set up differently by you. This one does not have push pulls. I would like to get them push pulled, just to give me some more tonal options, but with the EMGs, there's really not much of a variance, so I don't even know if I'm going to do it. Moving up, we got an ebony board with I I highly doubt they're real, but some kind of mother of pearl. It's probably just a plastic that's made to look like mother of pearl inlays. Standard block inlays. To me, let's see if I can get. Looks pretty identical to the Big Brother over there. Pretty close. Let's see, moving on. Pull it off here. We have the Epiphone. The headstock on the two are a little bit different. Epi's got a more shape to the top of theirs. I kind of like the Gibson model better, but it's just a headstock. What are you gonna do? Les Paul standard. What kind of tuners do we have on here? This is the serial number. Let me put it down before I drop it. Let's see, serial number. There we go. 100% inspected and set up in the U.S. It was not made in the U.S., but it was set up in the U.S. Believe it or not, I don't know if you can see it. The lighting sucks, but they are Grover tuners on here. When I saw that came stock with Grovers, I was extremely excited. I'm a huge Grover tuner fan. Quality inspected. It was made in China. Believe it or not, years later, I still have the sticker on it from the store. Epiphone, Les Paul standard. What's it? Amber. That's what it looks like. Back of the guitar is a nice, beautiful finish. All the way down. I just love this guitar. It's beautiful. Plays beautiful. It's very lightweight. It was made extremely well. All the neck joints, all the intonation, everything is completely stock on this and set up exactly the way it was when I bought it, except for the pickups. Everything else is exactly the same. I love it. I'll never get rid of it. And just adds to the tonal variation of my collection. So there it is, guys. Maybe in the future I'll have a sound shootout of the two and really give you a more in-depth look at what the differences may be. But we'll see. We'll see if that comes to fruition down the road. All right. I hope you enjoyed. As always, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want. Sound samples to come, as always.